Welcome back to the Jesuit Novitiate for our final episode of this Novice Bio video series, and we have a surprise rapid-fire question and answer session.
I'm Sean Teets, I'm 36, and I'm from Bucyrus, Ohio.
My name is Adam Bogan, I'm 21, and I'm from Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay. My name is Thomas Arms, and I am 32 years old, and I'm from Forest, Ohio.
Hello there, I'm Tommy O'Donnell. I'm 31 years old, and I am a Jesuit Novitiate.
Where are you from?
Oh, and I'm from Madison, Wisconsin.
What was your college major?
I majored in international relations.
Music.
I majored in English, specifically American literature.
My college major I was a business major, and I double majored in finance and marketing.
How long was your discernment for the Jesuits?
About 2.5 years.
My discernment for the Jesuits was pretty long. I started around the time, maybe like a few years after I graduated. It probably went from that point, I would say about 5 or 6 years.
I think my discernment was probably about 1.5 years, maybe pushing 2 years.
10 years. Long time.
Who is your favorite Jesuit saint?
That's a difficult question. Let's see. I think I hate to say it because he's so famous, but it has to be Francis Xavier. I was attracted to him from the beginning, and I actually went to Goa and visited his tomb, his grave, and the Bon Jesus, which is the name of the church in Goa, and I prayed there for about a week, kind of during my discernment process. So it has to be Francis Xavier.
Favorite Jesuit saint is definitely Ignatius. I love him to death, and he's the reason I became a Jesuit.
St. Robert Bellman.
Gosh, I don't know. I'm one of those guys that's never really had like a particular favorite. I do pray to Alberto Hurtado quite a bit because we have the same birthday. Or no, well, his feast day is on my birthday.
What are some of your hobbies?
I think everything. I have so many hobbies. But I like to swim. Before I joined the Jesuits, I was a swim coach for 3 years, so I have a good foundation on swimming. Triathlon was my hobby, but I felt like I was spending too much money on doing that, so I kind of let that go. Certainly reading. I like to read a lot.
I like to bake. I like to play the piano. I like to read and listen to anything by Reba McEntire.
Well, I like to lift weights, which is why we're down here, I think. I like to exercise in general, so I do a lot of running. I'm learning guitar right now. I'm trying to figure that out. That's a hobby. I like to listen to a lot of music. And then just hanging out in the upper room with guys, playing cards, that kind of stuff.
I love to ski. I love to swim. I love to play games and get really competitive and have a lot of fun with people.
What is your house job right now?
My house jobs are, I'm the photography desk, so I take pictures of the community and I clean the basements on Saturdays.
My house job is actually cleaning the main living room, like our formal living room.
I work outside and I rake leaves, mostly. I cut down a tree one time. That was kind of cool. And I help out inside the house doing music, singing in the choir, and kind of leading the choir. That's what I do. It's a lot of fun.
My house job right now is actually cleaning toilets, pretty much.
When are you giving a reflection at Mass next?
Yeah, so it's coming up, I guess, at the end of this month. I think it's on the 28th or the 29th, so just in time for Halloween.
Next month.
My next reflection is September either 16th or 18th, or sorry, October 18th. 16th or 18th, maybe. Sometime in the middle of October.
I think in like a couple weeks. I'm really not sure. It's gonna rock though. We're gonna go deep.
What is your favorite place in the Twin Cities?
Probably my bedroom. That would probably be my favorite place. No, but in all seriousness, there is a coffee shop in Minneapolis that I like to go to, especially when I really need to get some prayer time in. It's kind of busy, but it's a good busy, and it's a place where I can really kind of separate myself and have some good coffee and just kind of relax for an hour and get some writing done.
I am a big fan of Bauhaus Brewery.
Minnehaha Falls.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I loved when we went to the Twins game. That was really fun. We went to the St. Paul Saints game. That was fun, and we kind of went hiking around and went to the Minnehaha Falls, and we went in a lot of adventures around. So it was an awesome time.
Which vow attracts you the most?
The vow of obedience.
If I have to pick one, I think maybe obedience.
Probably obedience.
Yeah, I would have to say poverty. Not only living a simple life in terms of like monetary poverty, material poverty, but I like the idea of spiritual poverty as well.
Describe the novitiate in one word.
Delightful.
Real.
I'm feeling growth. That's probably the word I would use, growth.
Home. Yeah, home would be the word I would choose.
Well, there you have it. Thank you so much for getting to know our novices by watching these videos, and please stay in touch. And we'll conclude with this prayer from Pedro Arrupe.
Nothing is more practical than finding God, than falling in love in a quiet, absolute, final way.
What you are in love with, what seizes your imagination, will affect everything.
It will decide what will get you out of bed in the morning, what you do with your evenings, and how you spend your weekends.
What you read, whom you know, what breaks your heart, and what amazes you with joy and gratitude.
Fall in love, stay in love.
And it will decide everything.